All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just a...
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight.
Melo having a terrific game. He has 11 points and a block.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Robin Lopez, Mirotic out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dwayne Wade, and it's Rondo in at the point.
And guys, Courtney Lee now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
Mirotic, the screen. Mirotic, a screen on Rose. Rondo drives in. Mirotic has a wide open look. The shot misses. New York leading by 13. Rose dishes to Anthony. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 16 points for Carmelo Anthony.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Porzingis. Rondo against Rose. Wade kicks to Mirotic. Here's Lopez. Thomas with the steal. Rose against Mirotic for the three. Anthony can't hit.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
The dish to Wade. He feeds it to Lopez. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Lopez has got 6 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Thomas passes to Anthony. Thomas dishes to Anthony. Takes the 13-footer, and they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
To the inside, and Lee with the stuff.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were around, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
Rose kicks to Lee. Looking for Anthony and gets it there.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Left side, Butler. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Ready?
That one's on Anthony.
Let's go.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season, won the Most Improved Player of the Year award, really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything. to the next level. That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
1:57 left to play in the third. Thomas goes in. Noah, the pass to Kuzminskis. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got 8 points.
The three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they've really done a good job of creating good looks from the outside. And now they've really got it going. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, once his guys get jumping up inside and start protecting the rim.
Porzingis, he's checked in for New York.
Kristaps Porzingis.
1:39 left to play in the third. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
There's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Now the feed to Jennings. And he makes good on the layup. Jennings has got his first basket. Bulls trail by 17. Grant outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Valentine. They get it again. Second shot opportunity. The shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Feeds it to Thomas. Lets it go from 11. And again, it's New York.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
There's a screen. Screen by Grant. McDermott. That's short off the rim.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
The rebound by Gibson.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And again, Chicago. No good. New York with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Porzingis can't hit.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
At the elbow, McDermott. From outside the arc. And that one's good.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is...
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Knicks leading by 16. Porzingis is out there with Noah. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Anthony, and it's Lee in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Butler dishes to Rondo. Lopez, a screen on Lee. Rondo kicks to Wade. A baseline J. Wade missing again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Sinks it, and the shot from Porzingis.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out. The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Lee passes to Noah. Down low. Screen by Lee. Rondo with it. He dishes it to Lopez. Back to Rondo. He kicks it to Wade. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. The Knicks leading by 15. Rose dishes to Carmelo. Takes a 3. Goes back up. Lopez with the block. 3 on 3. Here's Wade. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it, and made it big.
Some nice passing by New York here. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Was number 2 on that list, but how about D Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise push. Bosh, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
Wade, count it from 12. Wade's got 7 points for the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
Rose attacking. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
And finished off by Mirotic.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need. Hey, guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance.
Anthony against Wade. Here's Lopez. Can't hit. The Knicks go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Porzingis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Mirotic, the screen. Rondo kicks to Wade. Lee with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Lee. Nobody back.
And really, with every point from this point on, it seems like they're just closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it. I mean, hey, it's been a tremendous all-around performance from this group. I don't think there's any question about that.
Here's Lopez. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
That's a 2 from Lee. Chicago grabs the miss.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Dwayne Wade continues Clark to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. Used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
New York calls timeout. They're up by 16. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter.
And for Wade and his change in style, I really felt it was a necessity. Guys his age can't continue to hit the floor as often as he's used to and expect to make it all the way through the season. And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for New York.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Carmelo Anthony. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Thomas, here we go. And Gibson sends it back. Grant against Jennings. Pulls up from the corner. No good.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dishes to Grant. The baseline J. Right wing. Here's Valentine. Gets to the corner and buries it.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. So no problem for New York as they get the...
Carmelo, we have a question from one...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. Carmelo Anthony. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season... And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sport.